Okay, guys, I'm here to show off my Scream Factory collection today, and I've been collecting Scream Factory for years. Not as long as since they've been released, but I've collected them since 2014, whenever the Halloween box set came out, the one right behind me. So without further ado, let's show off all the ones that I've got, and I collect these constantly. I want to collect every one of them. And I've got a good amount, but I don't think I have 600 worth. There's at least 600 titles on the Scream Factory label. And of course, I do not have all those. I don't know if I even have half, but I'm striving to get that one day. So let's get started with the box sets. But first off, let me show on top. This is a slip for Bubba Hotep on 4K with the weird wrong picture where like it's supposed to be cut differently. I'll show you the other fixed version whenever I get to it. But the box sets, I do not have the Amityville Horror one. That's the only one I need that are out of the big ones, the big franchise ones. But I have the Critters collection, which of course Critters is pretty fun. I have not actually watched these on the Scream Factory release yet, so I will watch all four of these again. I do want to see all the documentaries and commentaries on this one. And of course, it has Critters 1 through 4 with reversible artwork. Like I said, Critters are pretty fun. I enjoy the Critters franchise. It's one that I don't watch constantly, but I'll watch it every once in a while. Then we have the Fly collection, which has the Fly, Return of the Fly, The Curse of the Fly, Jeff Goldblum Fly, and the Fly 2, which this artwork is really cool. I really love the green artwork. Of course, this has a lot of big names in it. The original is pretty cool. The sequels are pretty okay. They're fun. They're not like anything super interesting to write home about, but I do like them. The Jeff Goldblum The Fly is the best one. Obviously, I love that one. Really fantastic. Um, then we have the Friday the 13th box set, which is really beautiful. This goes for $80 right now, I think, on ScreamFactory.com. Really great. Love that set. I've actually got most of the movies in my living room because I'm rewatching them. And then the original one that got me into Scream Factory collecting, which is the Halloween Complete Collection, which as of now it's not complete because we had 3 more Halloween movies. But at the time, this was the best thing to get. I got this for $115 at Best Buy in 2014. Really, really beautiful. Really cool. I love having all these on Blu-ray, even though the 4Ks came out for all of them, except for the Rob Zombie ones, which I think that they will hopefully put out because they had the rights to them then. Hopefully they'll have the rights to them now. But I know that they're kind of different, probably rights wise. I think Halloween 2, Rob Zombie's Halloween 2, is a Sony thing. Whenever you play the movie, it has a Sony Pictures logo at the beginning, so I think that it's partly Sony now. Now let's go to the Halloween 4Ks, which are the same thing essentially, but in 4K, and I don't care. I wanted them. The artwork for these are really incredible. Halloween 1, Halloween 2. They really did a great job with these artworks. Halloween 3, 4, 5, and then you got the box set that they made because they knew everybody wouldn't buy Halloween Resurrection. The Halloween 4K collection, which is Halloween 6, Curse of Michael Myers, Halloween H2O, and Halloween Resurrection. Really, really awesome set. I love the Halloween movies dearly, even if some of them are not that great. I watch them every year, almost all of them every year, so I've got to watch them. Then I've got the It's Alive trilogy, which It's Alive is really fun. Larry Cohen. These movies are really entertaining. It's about a killer baby. It's just really funny. The artwork's cool because it's the basic like artwork from the posters, and I'm fine with that because a lot of the 4Ks now do that. They don't have like unique artwork on the 4Ks, but I like that they have the poster art. If not, I guess. Then the Omen collection trilogy, Omen 1, 2, 3, The Final Conflict, 4, The Awakening, and the remake. Really cool artwork here. Really love this. I think the Omen movies are so fun. Especially the first 3, I really enjoy. And these, of course, have the original theatrical artwork, like the other ones do, the box sets. Then the Wreck collection. Wreck is really cool. I really like the first 2. 3 and 4 are kind of good, but not as great. really good found footage horror. Oh, and I guess I'll show off. So you got, like I said, Rec 1, 2, 3, and 4. Like I said, they're pretty entertaining for the most part. And then we have all 3 of the Vincent Price collections. Now, I have seen all the movies on this one. I've seen most of them on the second one, and I have not seen any on the third one in Blu-ray quality. I've seen a couple of these movies before, but had to get them. This one is really hard to find. I don't know why. There's some movie in it that probably doesn't have the same rights anymore, so it's rare and you can't get it. I don't know which one, but these are all really worth it if you're a fan of Vincent Price, which I am. His movies are really awesome, even if they vary like every movie, but I think that there's some that are really good and some that are really fun. And then we've got the 2-packs, the 2-pack collections, which I love these Scream Factory 2-packs. You got Bad Dreams / Visiting Hours. Bad Dreams is really cool. It's about this suicide leader that makes this group of people commit suicide, and one girl survives, and then years later he comes back as a ghost and tries to get her and starts killing off people in the hospital. That's really fun. And Visiting Hours is a hospital slasher, so that's why it's a 2-pack. Ghost House and The Witchery. Ghost House is really cool, creepy. The Witchery is good too. It's got Linda Blair. They're really fun. Ghoulies 1 and 2. This one kind of goes a little higher in price now, but I found it for $40. So that's not too bad of a deal, especially because I've seen it like more than that usually. Love at First Bite and Once Bitten. Once Bitten is a Jim Carrey movie, one of his first movies. Love at First Bite was pretty funny. Metamorphosis and Beyond Darkness. These ones are pretty solid and pretty kind of similar creepy movies. I really do like these ones. Let's see what's next. So I'm going to get the rest of the 2-packs. So we have Munchies and Munchie. Now Munchies I didn't really like at all, but Munchie I liked. It was a really stupid kid movie. Like, it was funny. Dom DeLuise as Munchie in the second one. Mad Vengeance / Vendetta. I have not seen either of these, but they look like Women's Prison Massacre movies. I will see those eventually. And again, another set I have not seen, The Night of the Sorceress and The Lorelei's Grasp. I don't know anything about these. Scanners 2 and 3. They're actually pretty fun. Scanners 3 is kind of like a bad Star Wars ripoff, with the way they use their powers, like the Force. I thought that was hilarious. It reminded me of the Star Wars movies. Now this is a Scream Factory 2-pack, Scream Queen 2-pack that does not have any special features, and I did not know this. Didn't look at it whenever I bought it at Walmart a long time ago, but this has no special features. It's just the discs, which is really unfortunate because I am a I very much love special features, so I was bummed. So I had to buy these in their original releases too. Slumber Party Massacre 1 and 2 in 4K came out recently. Look good, really fun movies. Strip to Kill and Final Judgment. I've seen Strip to Kill. Final Judgment has Brad Dourif, so it looks pretty cool. I need to see that one. Tales from the Crypt and Vault of Terror. Tales from the Crypt is really cool, and Vault of Terror I thought had some cool moments, but I like Tales from the Crypt more. Those are 2 anthologies. Terror Vision and The Video Dead. Terror Vision I think is so funny. It's got a really catchy theme. Video Dead I don't remember as much about, but I did like it from what I remember. Troll 1 and Troll 2 with the worst movie ever, which stars the character George from Troll 2 that like talks about his daily life and how he's a dentist and how he knows that people love Troll 2, so whenever they come in to get a dentist appointment, he gets recognized, which is really funny. But Troll 1 and 2 are really hilarious. I love them. X-Ray and Schizoid. I remember Schizoid was more fun than X-Ray, but I think that they're both entertaining. And now we're on to the Steelbooks. So I have an okay amount of Steelbooks. Let's see. Now I've got 2 releases for Army of Darkness. So I've got the original Scream Factory Steelbook, and then I've got the 4K Steelbook, which really look beautiful. Both of these have great artworks. I really, really love these. Like, they look awesome. And Army of Darkness is a movie that I love. I can watch it anytime. I think it's fantastic. And Evil Dead Rise comes out soon, so I'm excited for that. You got the Carrie Steelbook, 4K. Really love this artwork. That is fantastic. Love the Carrie Steelbook. The Fog, the 4K Steelbook, really, really beautiful. Again, these artworks are really wonderful. And then you've got Halloween 2 and 3. Love these. Those are awesome as well. I just love the Steelbook artworks. They just do a great job of, like, especially Scream Factory, making these artworks. Motel Hell, again, a fantastic Steelbook. Even though that's not, it's kind of the end of the movie, but I love that. The pig with the chainsaw. Night of the Demons, really funny. Linnea Quigley, that one's awesome. You're Invited to My Party, Angela. Prince of Darkness, again, just fantastic. Knocked him out of the park with these 4Ks, or with these Steelbooks. Pumpkinhead, this one looks cool. The original Slumber Party Massacre 4K, awesome. And then They Live 4K. Oh wait, if I said Slumber Party Massacre, I meant the Blu-ray, not the 4K. But this is a 4K for They Live. They Live is, man, that's such a cool artwork as well. All right, almost done with the whole first row. So we got the regular movies that are single movies. So we have Alligator on 4K, Alligator 2, The Mutation. These ones were okay. Like, Alligator definitely was better than Alligator 2, but whatever. It was fine. I just got this, Ambition, which I have not seen. It's apparently from 2019, and it's one of the Scream Factory movies that Scream Factory released, but it's not like a classic horror movie. It's just like a new one, which I haven't seen yet, but it looks cool. I like the artwork. The Ambulance, a Larry Cohen one. This one's pretty solid. It feels less Larry Cohen, though, than I expect with his movies, honestly. But it was still cool. American Gothic, great artwork, or a great poster. This one's pretty fun. April Fool's Day, really entertaining. Army of Darkness again. Again, I've got 3 releases of Army of Darkness on Scream Factory. The Evil Dead 4K, which is fantastic, and I'm glad I rewatched that before Evil Dead Rise, which I'm so excited for. Now let's start down here. So I'm going to grab a pile. And we've got Assault on Precinct 13, great John Carpenter flick. Behind the Mask, the rise of Leslie Vernon, really cool. Just interesting. Like, I liked what they did with that, with those characters in that movie. Big Trouble in Little China, really hilarious. I love that one. Black Christmas Blu-ray, and then Black Christmas 4K. Watch it almost every Christmas. The Blob, really entertaining and cool effects. Body Bags, which is a cool anthology, which has Mark Hamill in it. And also John Carpenter, really cool. And then we got Body Parts, which was really silly, but it was fun. It was pretty serious, though, for being really silly. The Boy, which I have not seen. I got it really cheap, and it had a slipcover, so I'm like, I'm going to get it. Haven't seen that yet. Brain Scan. This one was not that great. I didn't like this one personally, but there are people who like it, so more power to them. Bubba Hotep, 4K, and then this is the release I was talking about with the alternate cover, with the different picture on the back where it didn't screw it up. And also, this is a cover, so it's got Ryan Gosling's Drive underneath, because I wanted to just display this, because it's, again, an alternate slipcover. The Burning. Love The Burning. That one's fantastic. I can't wait for that to be released on 4K. Candyman Blu-ray. Candyman 4K. Awesome. Candyman Farewell to the Flesh. Almost forgot the title. I've seen it a lot, but this one I don't really... Like, the Candyman franchise I don't really watch much, but I've seen them a good amount of times. The original Blu-ray of Carrie. Great. I want to get the Carrie 2 and the Carrie 2002 2-pack, but it's pretty expensive, so I do want to get that, but I don't know when. Cat People on Blu-ray. This one's really erotic and weird. Michael McDowell. Cherry Falls. This one I kind of expected more in terms of a fun slasher. I didn't have as much fun as I wanted, which is unfortunate, but it had Brittany Murphy in it. It was pretty cool. Like, it just wasn't one that I loved, you know? Alright, now let's finish off this little section here. So we've got the Child's Plays. So we got Child's Play on Blu-ray, which I bought whenever it came out a long time ago. Then we got the Child's Play 4K. Really good transfer. Then we got Child's Play 2 with the 4K artwork, which is just poster art. And then we've got the alternate cover, which is really cool. I love that. That is so fantastic. And this has, it has Robot Chicken, Star Wars Episode 3 underneath. Because again, I just want to I want to show these off and not keep them sat up there. Child's Play 3. Again, artwork on these are cool because of the theatrical, but these are way better, these new artworks. And what does this have underneath? It has Groundhog Day. So, it has a couple of randoms underneath. But like I said, I like to show off these slipcovers, so my Blu-rays that I have, I'm going to put underneath these slipcovers just to show them off. Class of 1984, pretty solid. I like that one. Cobra, Stallone, this one's fun. Company of Wolves, I thought this one was interesting. It was kind of erotic, like Cat People was too. But I liked it. I thought it was interesting. Creep Show, which just got a 4K announcement, as well as Motel Hell this last week. I think it was last week. This one's the hardcover, which I think is really cool. Cursed. Kevin Williamson wrote this movie. I don't remember being that great, but I bought this. I'm going to rewatch it and see what I think of it. It has so many different release cuts for it, but they'd never seen the light of day, and apparently there's a way better release for that than this movie has been made and edited by a lot of people. Day of the Dead, fantastic, love Day of the Dead. Land of the Dead, which is the fourth of the Living Dead films. Day of the Dead is number 3. And I've got a couple more Living Deads here too. Let me just go ahead and put these all here. Just get this whole row out of the way. So, Dawn of the Dead, Blu-ray, and then Dawn of the Dead 4K. 4K looks good. Dawn of the Dead is pretty awesome. It's probably my favorite Zack Snyder movie, honestly. If I had to choose a Zack Snyder movie, I think it'd be that one. Dead Silence, which just got its release recently. This one's really fun. It's really stupid, but it's a fun movie, and it's got creepy dolls. And then the 4K alternate artwork, which is really cool. And I've got, another copy of Dr. Giggles. I accidentally got a second copy, so you'll see a Dr. Giggles soon. But yeah, Dead Silence, awesome. Deadly Blessing, I got this for cheap with the slipcover. This one's weird. I don't know what to think of it. I don't know if I like it that much, but I'm glad I have it in the collection. Just because I'm just such an avid collector. Deadly Friend, another Wes Craven one. This one's funny because BB, the robot, really entertaining. Death Becomes Her. This is a really funny. I really enjoy this one a lot with Goldie Hawn and Meryl Streep and Bruce Willis. Like, they are all genuinely funny in this, and I really enjoy seeing them in that one. Death Valley, one of my least favorite Scream Factories. I thought this one was really boring. This movie was not very interesting. It was very slow up until the end, and then it was like 5 minutes of like horror, and that was it. In my opinion. Dog Soldiers 4K, this looks excellent. Dog Soldiers is great. Really awesome. I know people have seen it, but I have to say it's good. Really good. Dolls. This one is really awesome. One of my favorite ones that I watched when I was really young. Really creepy and bizarre, but really entertaining. Dr. Giggles. This one I didn't really dig that much, but again, I just want to collect them all. But I blind bought this one. It was not that great, personally, for me. Dracula Dead and Loving It. I just got this one, have not seen. Leslie Nielsen, I'm going to have to watch it soon. Drag Me to Hell. Fantastic Sam Raimi movie. Love this one. Really, really funny. Oh, and slipped out. Alternate cover. Eight-Legged Freaks. Pretty funny. David Arquette. Elvira's Haunted Hills. And, of course, the name is really funny. But this one I didn't like as much as the first Elvira. This one's just okay. But it's solid enough. Like, I've watched it twice, I think. The Entity is really good. Really good surprise whenever I bought this one. I really liked that one a lot. Really creepy and gross and bizarre. Escape from New York, the Blu-ray. And then Escape from New York, the 4K. The theatrical artwork, of course, for that. Escape from LA, which I don't think is as great, but, you know, it's part of it. Event Horizon, I liked more on rewatch recently when I bought this 4K, or this, not 4K, this Blu-ray. Really entertaining. Exorcist 2, which I unabashedly love. I know people say it's horrible, but I love it. Love the score to it. Exorcist 3 with the Legion cut, and then the Exorcist 3 4K, which I have not watched yet. But I love Exorcist 3. I love all the first 3 Exorcist movies. I love them so much. I think they're fantastic. Eyes of a Stranger, surprisingly cool. I didn't expect much from it. Jennifer Jason Leigh as a blind, I think she's blind or she's mute, one of the two. But it's really good. Like she's a helpless victim, and it's really good in how it works in that movie. The Fan, Lauren Bacall, this one's pretty good. Final Exam, this one was really unabashedly just fun. It was like, it's not a great slasher, but I still have a fun time with it. It's just one of those generic ones, but I enjoy it. The Final Terror is kind of similar to that, kind of generic, but I like The Final Terror too. Firestarter, Drew Barrymore 1. Haven't seen that in a long time. The Fog, which is good. Freaky, love Freaky on 4K. From Beyond, really solid. Really weird. The Funhouse Blu-ray, and then the Funhouse 4K. Then let's see. Next stack. So we've got The Ghost and the Darkness, which I have not seen. Val Kilmer, Michael Douglas, though. Fuck yeah, I'm going to watch it. Love that. Then we have Ghost Ship, which is pretty dumb, but I like it. I think it has Carl Urban in it. It's been a while since I've seen that one. Ginger Snaps is interesting for a horror movie in its own right. I think it's interesting that it's werewolves, but it's about girls that are become werewolves when it's their time of the month. I thought that was kind of an interesting like way of doing something like that. Like you don't expect that, and I thought that was kind of interesting. And Catherine Isabel is really good, as well as the other girl. Happy Death Day 1 and 2. Love these so much. They're so fun. Tree is one of my favorite final girls. Fantastic. Love those. He Knows You're Alone. Tom Hanks' first movie. It's okay. Hell Night, which is fun. Linda Blair. House of Wax. Paris Hilton dies in this one. It's pretty silly. House on Haunted Hill. With this always looks like Vincent Price, but it's Jeffrey Rush. It's insane how he looks like Vincent Price. That's so weird. The House of Jack Built, which I have not seen. I have not dived into Lars von Trier movies yet, but I hear that they are some of the hardest movies to stomach, but I want to see them. I'll see that sometime. The Howling, the regular release. The Howling 4K. And Howling 2, Werewolf Bitch. Really fun. And I got this for $10 at a discount store. And it goes for over $100 now. So I was so excited when I found this one. I was like, oh my god, that's so cool. Idle Hands, Devon Sawa, Jessica Alba, Seth Green, really fun. John Carpenter's In the Mouth of Madness, really entertaining. Sam Neill is awesome. The Island, I have not seen. It looks kind of like Jaws, I guess. Killer Party, which I didn't really like that much, to be honest. And then, let's see, we got King Kong, 1976, Jessica Lange, and Jeff Bridges and Charles Grodin. This one is good, but I like the other two King Kong more if I had to pick the ones with King Kong in the name. That one also has a TV cut, which I have not watched. It's like 3 hours long. Extended broadcast television cut. Krampus, the Naughty Cut. I've not seen the Naughty Cut yet, but I do like Krampus. I've watched the Blu-ray a lot of times before I got that one. Lake Placid, awesome. Betty White, really cool. R.I.P. Betty White, even though she's been dead for a couple years, but still, she was great in that movie. Let's Scare Jessica to Death, pretty underrated. I love the poster art for this. This one's pretty solid. It's really creepy and bizarre. Life Force, pretty cool. This one is a Tobe Hooper one, which I always forget. Like, I like this one. It's creepy and bizarre. Mad Max, pretty cool action movie. It's not really horror, but it's like action, and it's fun. Mel Gibson. The Mangler, wasn't super a big fan of it. It's a Stephen King based on book. Toby Hooper directed this one, though, The Mangler. Misery, which is one of the best. Love that movie. Rob Reiner's directing, and that movie is fantastic. My Bloody Valentine, awesome. I want to get the Steelbook, but really love My Bloody Valentine. The Nest, which I have not seen, looks cool. New Year's Evil, which I've seen a lot. It's not great, but I'll watch it sometimes on New Year's. It depends on what kind of year, if I'm busy or not, but I've watched it like a good amount of times. Night of the Comet, Kelly Maroney. This one's cool. Ninja 3. I've not seen Ninja 1 and 2. They're not called that, but they're called something else. This one's pretty fun. Ouija, which is very generic, but it has Olivia Cook in it, and I do like it. I love Ouija Origin of Evil, which Scream Factory, I know they're going to release, because they already released this one. They're going to release the second one, or the prequel on Scream Factory someday, I know, on 4K. Hopefully soon. People Under the Stairs, Wes Craven. This one got a 4K announcement. Pet Sematary 2. Clancy Brown is awesome. Phantasm 2, my favorite of the Phantasms, but that doesn't mean much because I don't think the Phantasms are great. But they're very interesting and unique, and this one I think is definitely my favorite out of the 5. So, all right, let's get to the. We're almost to the bottom. We're close. Let's see. So we've got the Phantom of the Opera, the Robert Englund one. I don't think this one's that great. I love this one even more, which is Phantom of the Paradise, Brian De Palma. This one is weird as hell and very memorable. Very weird. I don't even know. Like, I don't understand how he even thought of whenever he made this movie, what he was doing. But I really enjoyed Phantom of the Paradise. Piranha 4K, awesome. Joe Dante. And then Prince of Darkness 4K. Psycho 2, love Psycho 2, underrated. Like I said in Scream 6, underrated. Psycho 3, really love Psycho 3 and 4 as well. I think they're all fun. The Psycho remake, I like as a So Bad It's Good. It's so bad, but it's entertaining. It's shot for shot exactly the same thing as the original, but with different acting. Rabid, Cronenberg, this one's good. The Resurrected, this one was one that surprised me. Chris Sarandon, it went under my radar. It was one that I just blind bought, and I really like this one. It's like H.P. Lovecraft's story, and it's really good. Like, it's just really interesting. And then we've got Return of the Living Dead, the Blu-ray, which the artwork to this is really awesome. And then the 4K, which has the theatrical artwork, which is cool as well. I really like that artwork. Part 2, which is fun, but not as good as the first one. Road Games, kind of okay. Jamie Lee Curtis and Stacy Keach thriller. And it's directed by Richard Franklin, who directed Psycho 2. So it's pretty solid. The Sentinel, this one's pretty awesome. I didn't expect this one to be as cool as it was. It was a good surprise. Serial Mom is one of my favorites. I love this one. I think that it's awesome. Kathleen Turner in this is great. Seventh Sign, this one was good. Demi Moore. Not really as much of a horror. I guess it is, but it's not. It's like a weird, angelic, like religious movie, but I liked it. Silent Hill, I thought it was whatever. I haven't played the games. I want to someday, but I feel like I might have liked it more if I knew what the games were, or maybe not. But Silent Night, Deadly Night, watch this almost every year for Christmas. Love Silent Night, Deadly Night. Silent Night, Deadly Night 2, I love too, but it's half of a new movie. But it's got some of the best memes, or the best video clips of the garbage day. Sleepaway Camp 1, one of some of my absolute favorites. Sleepaway Camp 1, then 2, which is awesome as well, and 3, which, well, it goes 1, 2, and 3. Like, in terms of liking them, I love the first one. I like the second one a lot, and the third one's a step down from the first two, but they're still all good. Slither, awesome James Gunn movie. I really enjoy James Gunn. I have not seen Super, which is he directed, but I think I've seen everything else he's done. The Slumber Party Massacre remake, which was kind of surprising, but kind of not good as well. Like, it had some cool differences to it. There's some good things about it, but it's not as good as the first one, of course. Someone's Watching Me, John Carpenter. I heard originally this story was similar to what Halloween 2 would have been. in a high rise. That's what this is, in a high rise. So it's got Adrienne Barbeau and Laurie Hutton in it, and Charles Cyphers. So you got two alumni from John Carpenter movies. Sorority House Massacre, which just came out on Blu-ray for Scream Factory, a website only exclusive, so I had to get it. I haven't seen it in a long time. Species is really entertaining. I love Species. 4K looks good. Starman, awesome. Jeff Bridges and Karen Allen, they really sell this romanticness. Strangers Watching, this one was okay. Not anything super special. I love The Strangers. The Strangers is great. The artwork in this is really cool underneath. I love that. That is really creepy. Very effective. The Sword and the Sorcerer on 4K. I have not seen this yet. It doesn't look like horror, but it looks like an action horror maybe. Fantasy action horror, but I will see it. I just haven't seen it yet. And we're almost done. Let's see. We've got this much left. And I'm going to show off my Shout Factories too, which is not that many. But we have Tales from the Crypt, Demon Knight, which I had signed by Billy Zane at a convention. Really like that one. Bordello Blood. I don't like that as much, but I think it's fun. Tales from the Hood. Pretty fun. I'm assuming this one will get a 4K soon because it's Universal, and Universal 4Ks from Scream Factory have been popular lately. Teen Wolf 1. Teen Wolf 2. Pretty fun. 10 to Midnight is awesome. Charles Bronson. Really fun. The Tenant, Roman Polanski. Really good Roman Polanski movie. I don't know if I like this or Rosemary's Baby more, but I think it's great. They Live, the Blu-ray, because I have the 4K Steelbook. The Thing, of course, great. 13 Ghost, pretty wacky, and I don't know what I think. I don't think it's terrible, but I don't think it's great. Terror in the Aisles, I watched this as a kid. Creeped me out. Gave me some inspiration for other movies that I would see later because of all the clips from these movies from the 80s and before that. Terror Train. This one I had to spend a little money on. It's pretty rare because they've got the Kino Lorber release, but I want to get the Scream Factory release. Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2. This is rare as well. I've got the 4K from Vinegar Syndrome, but this one's pretty rare. This Blu-ray, Texas Chainsaw Massacre 4: The Next Generation. Really fun. It's really stupid, of course. Trick or Treat, fun. Town That Dreaded Sundown, and also The Evictors, which is a movie that came with it, and I thought that movie was pretty bad. But Town That Dreaded Sundown, I think, was okay. Urban Legend, I think, is a fun 90s slasher. I enjoy it. Urban Legend's Final Cut, which is not as good, but it still has some fun moments. Valentine, Jamie Blanks, who also directed Urban Legend, pretty fun as well. It's got Denise Richards. It's really dumb as hell, but I mean, it's fun. John Carpenter's Vampires, which is pretty cool. It's got James Woods in it. I think that's great because he's such a fun actor. The Vampire Lovers, I thought was okay. It's like a lesbian vampire movie, but I thought it was fine. Village of the Damned, John Carpenter, pretty solid. I haven't seen the original. Witchboard, which is fun. It has a really cool score to it. Women's Prison Massacre, which is a fun title. I thought this one had some fun moments to it. You'll Like My Mother, Patty Duke, which I watched this last year, a really effective thriller, like I really recommend. Zombie High, which I don't really recommend, funny enough, and it's also got Virginia Madsen, who looks beautiful in this, from Candyman, Virginia Madsen, but this movie I just can't really recommend. I didn't find it that entertaining personally. Maybe if I watch it again, I might like it more, but as of now, I really didn't. Then we've got my Shout Factory releases. So this is Nighthawks, Sylvester Stallone, really cool. This one's a really effective thriller. Mac and Me, which is so bad. It's an E.T. ripoff, of course, but it's fun. You get to dance at McDonald's for 5 minutes. And then Cue the Winged Serpent, which I was surprised was not a Scream Factory. It's a Shout Factory, but regardless, it fits in with that. But that is my complete Scream Factory collection. Really quick overview of them all. I'm out of breath now, but because I don't have an editing thing, I'm too lazy to edit. So that's it. I really love Scream Factory. Like I said, they're such a great label, boutique label that I just buy everything for, and I unabashedly do. I just love their stuff. So More to come, but as of now, that's my collection. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys later.